Alright, so we're back playing more Vikings. I'm up against Gabagoo. I don't know his name. He's playing Magyars. So I played 2 games today. This first one, not ideal. Second one went better though. So, that's good. That's good. So my opening here, you know, not too bad. Not too bad. Going once again for that fast castle, kind of what I've been practicing. Fast castle into units. Going for a crossbow infantry build, and then going into destroy the enemy. So you can see I forgot to build a house all the way. So right off rip was not doing super hot. I didn't even really realize it until later when I get housed, and then I have to go finish off the house. So what can you do? Yes, yeah, I realized it right there. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get housed. But yeah, sending our villager to go collect wood, trying to gather enough resources to get up to feudal and then up to castle age. Got my scout going. I didn't scout with my sheep because I was feeling kind of nervous. I was like, I don't want to take any risks losing out on food or anything, so I'd rather take the risk not being able to scout as much. Which I don't know. I feel like that's fine. I should watch a video probably on scouting. You can see I built the house there because I wanted to build a wall from like that stone to the tree line. Thinking about my future walls, right? Trying to think ahead a little bit here. But yeah, I should probably watch a video on why it's important to scout with the sheep, because I know a lot of I know like Hera does it, right? He's really good at the game. The best, one could say. So I'll have to look into that in the future. And yeah, we're playing on Arabia. I looked into like water maps and stuff too. On ranked, there's not really like big water maps. It's just kind of like little water pieces on there. So I looked into that just in case I got one of those maps. It basically seems like on those kind of maps, fire ships are better, just because the galleys are pretty big. I mean, I have longboats because I am Vikings, but it seems like fire ships are a little bit better on smaller maps. Like fire ships and then demo ships are a little bit better, according to Hera. This is like from his video, everything you need to know about water gameplay. So just kind of ripping that straight from there, right? Fortunately, I didn't have to use water on either of these. I do need to look into like how to fish boom as well. I know that's a really big thing. Viper's really good at it, doing those like tiny fish ponds with the traps. So I need to look into that as well. But yeah, you can see we're grabbing our second hog here, or second boar, getting all our food ready. I felt pretty good up to this point, other than the fact that I kind of almost housed myself. I was feeling pretty good up to this point. We got our scout going now. You can see on the mini-map in the bottom right, got the scout going around, just investigating, trying to find where the enemy's at, so that way I'm not caught super off guard. We found all of our sheep as well, so all of our sheep, both of our boars. I'd say the scouting was pretty successful here. We have 2 people on wood. Our 15th just got on food, so now we're going to send the next one to mill. I mean, following this is pretty standard procedure. And then I was trying to switch from the boar to the sheep, but try to be smooth about it, but I had to build another house because I forgot to do that. I think that's actually improper to what I did there. Yeah, because I don't know what I'm supposed to build that house, but I don't think it was the person who was milling who was supposed to build it. I think it's one of my lumber people who's supposed to build it. So yeah, putting on wood, right? So 17 villagers, 17 through 21 all go on to wood, just so we can have enough to build our blacksmith and our market once we do get into feudal age, so that way we can go straight into castle age once those are done building. And then I'm starting to shift over. I'm starting to shift my 5 villagers over to berries. And then for some reason, I don't know if this is like, I think I'm doing something wrong. I have to rewatch the video. I never have enough wood to build all the farms, because you're supposed to build 4 farms here. I always only have enough wood for 3, so there's definitely something I'm doing wrong there that I need to look into. I'm just simply not collecting enough wood. So you can see I have 3 on straggler wood right now, which there's only supposed to be 0. Pretty sure they're all supposed to be on food, so not ideal. 2 to straggler wood. So I have a 3rd on straggler wood. It's not supposed to be there. So I need to iron that out as well. So yeah, I ended up with a lot of wood and not a lot of food. You can see I still have 3. I should have been watching my resources closer. As soon as I hit 60 wood, I should have popped them onto food, but that's all right. And then yeah, he's like really scouting me out, kind of checking out what I'm doing. And then this I was like, oh no, he's going fast feudal. Didn't really know what to expect. Yeah, I was like trying to check out his base, be like, what can I see? Didn't do a good job of scouting his base because I had my guy just kind of running all over the map. Wasn't paying super close attention to my scout because I was trying to reshift all my villagers, and that ended up costing me probably the game here. So yeah, and what I'd like, I have my scout going over to like check out his well, actually, yeah. I was like, okay, finish scouting that area and then go check it out just to see what he's getting up to, because that fast feudal is a little bit terrifying. Because I'm just now hitting feudal about a minute 30 after he did. So yeah, we get these 2 villagers from berries, build a blacksmith, build the market. Just as I'd been practicing, right? And see, you're supposed to build them consecutively. Like, you're not supposed to have enough wood for the blacksmith and the market at the same time, but I do. So I end up with not enough wood in Dark Age and too much wood in Feudal Age, because I have like 3 on Straggler, and then there are 2 on Straggler right now. As soon as I hit enough wood for Feudal Age, or as soon as I hit Feudal Age, I should be putting him immediately on, I still had 3. I should immediately be putting them on food, because that's the most important thing in Feudal Age for me to get up to castle, is the food. Because the gold just kind of comes on its own. They do a pretty good job. It's mainly the food. And so I tried to do the quick drop-off thing, because I was like, oh, hopefully I have 200 food stored in these villagers. I simply did not. So yeah, they go back on berries. I was like, oh, I can do a quick drop-off. It gave me like 80 food, so like a 1/3 of what I needed there. And then I'm like, oh, I'm getting attacked. Boom, scouts. What is that, 6 scouts? So I knew trouble was coming. I was like, uh-oh, I gotta start building some walls here. It's too late. At this point, it's too late. I have 0 defense. As soon as he went fast feudal, I should have been like, okay, let's switch from going, you know, fast castle into units. Let's switch to getting pikes, or like getting, you know, scouting him out and then countering him as soon as possible. Because I think people who go fast feudal like that are generally trying to go into units to catch you off guard. And so that's what he did. I mean, I don't know what I can really do in this situation. Because if my economy is just ruined. Yeah, and so I'm like, okay, I'll build a barracks, get some pikes out, see if I can counter him that way. And then I accidentally put all of my people onto one tree, so now they're like, the distribution's all wrong on my villagers, because I'm panicked at this point, like it's game over. I guess they were distributed up to berries, but my lumber people went onto straggler wood, which is not ideal. Yeah, and so he's just killing me. I still have hope at this point. I'm like, I I can like maybe get some spearmen up and counter this because I'm going up to castle. So my spearmen will be really strong against his scouts. Um, yeah. So we're sending in 1 against 5. Kind of a bad idea. I should have gotten like 3 or 4. And then I sent all my villagers out again. I'm just panicked at this point. I don't really know what to do. I still don't really know what I could have done. I mean, probably not sent 1 guy against 5 scouts. And I just keep sending them at 1 at a time. Yeah. Pretty rough here. Pretty rough. And then I'm like, okay, I'm thinking right now, I'm like, okay, I can counter these. I have spears. I've kind of pushed him back. Now I need to shift to archers so I can get crossbow, and then I can really push him back once I build up like 8, 9 crossbowmen. I should be able to push him all the way back and defend really well. So I was like, okay, I pushed him off. I'm going to build a wall here, secure that. I should have moved my pike. I thought he was going to come swing around to the left. So I moved my pikes over there. And I try and keep him grouped up, right, because he has a lot of scouts. And so I'm like, okay, I'll wall this in a little bit. Because I didn't know how much time I had until he would strike again. So building the wall up. In hindsight, I should have built the wall from that little house to the other house more to the left, not to the stone, because this is way too much. Like these walls are way too much. So yeah, I mean, I kept my lumber people safe, but at the cost of, you know, one of these villagers over here. So I'm like, now I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, I've got the walls up, but now he already has archers because he got to feudal age so quick. He now has archers and scouts, so he's completely countered my pikes. And so I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll get archers. I don't know if you noticed what building I just created there. It was not an archery range. It was, in fact, another barracks. So that's pretty much where it ends. I mean, I'll show you guys. I build the second barracks, and then let me look at his archers. They're just shredding me. There's nothing I can do here because I can like charge them at him, but they're pikemen. They're weak against archers. They're already weak against archers. And then I'm like, that's what I was like, wait a minute, why is it making more militia? That was it. I gave up. I was like, ain't no way. So I'll have to watch out for that in the future. I guess it's a good lesson to learn. And you can see how undefended he was as well. I mean, he went full bore on offense, just like stable archery range, and then just full destruction. Yeah. So good lesson to learn. I'm playing against Sicilians in this next one. Now this is a good game. Now this is a good game here. So once again, scouting out. We'll skip some of this scouting. Nothing interesting happens. It's the exact same formula as last time. I do I think a little bit better of a job this time. So we'll skip past this. All right, so you can see in the top left, I have enough resources to click up to castle. I'm a little bit slow, so it took me a little extra time. But yeah, as soon as I hit castle, right, so this guy's feudal age was a little bit slower than the last guy's. But I was like, I'm not taking chances again. We're walling up immediately. Because this cannot happen again. And then, yeah, he just attacked my scout a little bit. Not a big deal. But yeah, I was like, we're walling this up. Not taking another risk like last time. Don't want to get scout rushed. Because that was brutal. So yeah, just walling it up, and then we're gonna go straight into building the barracks, building the archery range. And then yeah, this I was like thinking ahead too, because I was like, I'm at 26 units out of 30. I'm gonna need more space. Boom, house wall, beautiful. And then yeah, I'm like, I don't have enough wood. I don't know what, I did a bad job of collecting wood this time. Oh, what? Come here. You wanna come up? Come here. Ugh, my dog wants to watch. I didn't do a very good job of collecting wood, and I had built all these walls, so I did not have enough for an archery range or a barracks. But it's okay, you know, we'll collect more wood. Once we pop up to castle, I'll make more units, and then we'll get more wood. But yeah, just build the freaking Great Wall of Viking. And then I'm just making sure all my idle vills go back to their jobs. Trying to stay a little bit smart. And so yeah, now at this point I'm waiting for wood. I should immediately start putting more units in my TC here. I didn't because I was like, I don't want these guys to idle for too long, and then I'm checking for any gaps in that wall, and then I'm like, okay, let's get this guy back to doing their job. But yeah, my TC is just idle right now, like completely idle. Nothing is happening. I should have been making more and putting them on wood so I could start leveling archers, like getting archers, and wood and gold are the main two things I need for this crossbow build. And there it is, right? I finally realized, I was like, oh shit, my TC is idle. Can't have that. And then yeah, trying to figure out these villagers, like who is trying to go where. I think I kicked the wrong guy off. And so yeah, I'm just like buying wood now, selling some of my stone, because the stone's not super vital for the build I'm going for. And then I am just trying to get my economy set up here. It takes me a little bit long. I should have somebody working on, here we go, barracks, boom. I think I was waiting for one to pop out of the TC to start on my barracks. And then yeah, I was like, I need a gate too, so my people can get in and out, because I've really walled myself in. And I was gonna wait until he was done building that, but I was like, I'll have him build an archery range too. Yeah, I'm like, I gotta manage stuff over here, just make sure everything's looking good. Just kind of chilling. I should be using my scout right now to go check out what he's doing. But you know, what can you do? So yeah, go straight archery range, barracks. I have a blacksmith as well that I could be utilizing. And then yeah, I'm like, I gotta upgrade lumber camp, mill, gold. My food, you can see my food is fantastic. It's really just the gold and the wood that I'm struggling with in this one. Last time it was more so the wood I was struggling with, or the food I was struggling with. So this time it's just wood. Hi, what you doing? You standing on my desk, silly dog? Yep, and then we start. I'm like, all right, we gotta start making them. I don't know if like what the proper amount of units to make is, but I usually go for like 5 militia. And then just as many archers as I can possibly make. So yeah, I'm getting crossbows right off rip. I'm like, if he comes trying to attack me, I want to have crossbows ready to go. And then yeah, start making them, and then we let the army build. So at this point, it's just kind of waiting. I was like, how can I make this more efficient? I was running out of gold, so that was kind of my limiting resource was the gold. I didn't see it. I don't know if you saw it up there. At the top of my town, he is building like a stone castle guardhouse thing. I didn't even realize it. I could have had my crossbowman killing his villager that was building it. Because he takes his sweet time. Like, he started building it probably about 45 seconds ago. So, and I like don't even, because I'm just down here. I mean, I should be looking at my mini map more, and I would see the yellow dot. Like you can see it right now, that little yellow dot at the top. And there it is. He fully built it, and I was like, what the hell? Boom. There it is. So that took me by surprise. I was like, okay, not cool. Trying to wall up here a little bit as well, and then I was like, it's fine. Like he's got like one villager in there. I might as well just keep mining. I didn't realize he had infantry with him, but I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get my guys to attack him to try and pushbacks on some of that pressure. And this guy was like, all right, we gotta build up a big old wall over here. House wall 2. Trying to continue to build units here. I accidentally clicked out of my screen, so when it loses audio, I like accidentally click out of my screen. Yeah, and so he's got infantry like taking me out. So I was like, I'll try and build. I didn't get it in time though. So I just retreated them all. I was like, okay, get inside. We'll wait it out. We'll wait it out. Because he wasn't being super aggressive. He's kind of just defending his tower and like being a little bit of a nuisance. But like he's just letting his infantry die under my TC. So I was like, dude, if you're gonna let him die, I'll take that. And then yeah, I'm letting my infantry die under his TC. So I think that's actually his like his special unit or something, or maybe his shields just look different because he's Sicilian and he like upgraded his barracks pretty quick. But I was like, yeah, I'll start applying pressure here. And then I think now, a little bit later from now is when I realized I'm like, oh wait, I have a barracks, or not a barracks, a blacksmith that I can upgrade my troops in. So I upgrade my crossbowmen. And yeah, he like killed my villager over here too, and starts destroying my houses. I mean, the dude just being a nuisance. So I was like, okay, we gotta do something here. And then yeah, oh my, look at this attack, the pushback with the crossbow. Ain't nothing he can do here. And I forgot to put them in control groups. Usually I put my infantry in one control group, my crossbowmen in another, just so I can control them separately a little bit better. I didn't do that there because it's like too much going on. I was not thinking that hard about it. But yeah, I'm like, okay, I gotta get these villagers on something, so I'm gonna have them build a new wood camp over here. I was like, we'll give up that side, that's fine. We'll yield, right? We'll deal with that later. And then yeah, still just have my archers being a nuisance in here, trying to kill some of his villagers. Look at this micro. Look at this micro. Oh my. Holy. Dude, give me in a tournament. This is insane. And look at this. I use the hill to my advantage as well, because I know that's a thing, right? Boom. Go up the hill. Height advantage. I don't know if that's a thing for ranged troops or if it's just like melee and cav. But I mean, we dealt with that easily. Easily. These crossbows. Just disgusting. And I think, yeah, we take out one of his vills as well. So now I'm doing what the last guy did to me, right? With the scout guy. I'm doing the same thing, but just with crossbows. Just absolutely harassing him. So I took care of that guy who's destroying my house. Because now we're building up an army. Pushing him back a little bit. I mean, he caught me by surprise. I won't lie. This is like the second time, right? Second game. Got caught by surprise. But this one we were able to push back. Because I was walled up, right? Most important thing. And then B, I was actually able to get my barracks and my range down, get my crossbows out, get my militia out. And if you look in the top left, I was so focused on combat, you can see how much food, gold, and wood I have. It's just like an insane amount of resources. Because my economy's pretty good, right? I've got handcart automatically. And then I was like, oh, he went for skirms to counter the crossbows. So that was good, I was like, okay, good play by you, right? Like, these crossbowmen are gonna die. I made peace with that. So my first little rush there, right, did a little bit of damage, killed a couple of vills. you know, messed with him a little bit. But this second army is where shit really gets crazy. So I'm still capped on gold. I haven't been building villagers like that whole time. I wasn't building bills because I was just like so focused in the combat, so excited. And I'm thinking, I'm like, there's got to be a better way to fix my economy up here. So I'm like, all right, here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna wall this in, right? And then I'm gonna build another TC kind of right down in there so I can get double Vil production to just get this economy absolutely ripping. So that's what we do. That's exactly what we do. We finish walling this in to basically have an extra little extension, right? I mean, it gives me access to another stone, another gold, another set of woods. I was like, okay, we'll go for it. So just building the army, upgrading them, and then you can see my blacksmith is working as well. I just upgraded everything. Like I don't really know what they all do. I just know they make my units more powerful, so I just upgrade them all as much as I can. Yeah. So we get her in here. I was like, all right, you need to build the TC, trying to find a good spot for it. Perfect spot right there. And then those two, right, they've got their mine. Gold situation's taken care of. Got more vills coming in. Only problem now is housing, but I have the wood to build a ton of houses, so it's not really a super huge deal. Yeah, I mean, economy is set now. At this point, it's just about building military, and then, you know, kind of maintaining the economy. So I was like, okay, we'll take this guy out. I've got the upgrade on my infantry that allows them to do more damage to structures. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep my crossbows behind, get the infantry in there, take out this annoying tower that's been pestering me all game. Yeah, just take it out. And then these guys were getting stuck. They like I couldn't get all of them on the tower because they were stuck in from a, yeah, I got a little jaguar there attacking me. But they were all stuck because my wall wouldn't allow them to attack the tower from different angles. So I deleted a wall. I was like, yeah, you can see they like won't go outside because they're completely blocked off by that stone. So delete that, get them out there. Crossbows putting in huge work, infantry putting in huge work. And then I was like, okay, once we take out this tower, right, we'll get our defenses secured again, get a wall going, and then it's, you know, it's payback time. It is payback time. So yeah, walling that up, put a gate there so my boys can get in and out. And now it's game over. Now you played with fire, son. Stupid Sicilian guy. Building towers in my base. Most annoying thing ever. It's like instead of building a castle, he went straight for a tower. Only bad thing, and I was thinking that this too while I was playing it. I was like, well, now he's seen my army. He like knows how powerful it is. He knows I'm gonna come for him now. And then I was like, okay, I gotta build a siege workshop as well. Because if he's as walled up as I am, and let's say he used like stone walls, right? Because that dude I played yesterday in that quick match, homie went straight for stone walls and just like walled himself in. I was like, that's gonna be annoying. I'm gonna want some siege engines to kind of deal with that. So going for the battering rams, right? Pretty good, pretty good. And you know, my scout has just been hanging out. You can see him in the top left. He's just been chilling by the wall. So I have no idea what I'm walking into. And I realized that as I moved my army out. I'm like, oh wait, I don't know if he's got like a million catapults lined up for me. Like, I don't know what this guy has. So I've moved the scout out. Should have probably done that a little bit earlier. Yeah, I'm like, oh, perfect. Perfect. An opening. I can go straight in. And he's got another tower as part of his wall. So unfortunately, I revealed myself to him. And as soon as he sees my army, right, he let my scout in. No issue there. He has monks as well for some reason. But yeah, as soon as he saw my army, he was like, nah, that ain't happening. So he starts walling it up. But it's fine because I mean, I'm pretty sure all these units are maxed out. Like, crossbows maxed out, infantry's maxed out. So I was like, okay, get in there, rip down the gate. They took it out in like 2 seconds. Wooden gate stood no chance against them. And then, yeah, like I said earlier, biggest problem now is housing, because my economy is booming. Super boom. But the, everything else is kind of garbage, so... And then, yeah, he had castle, tower, and TC all in this corner. Pretty nuts. Pretty nuts. So my archers were actually, I could shoot the TC out of range. So what I did is I was like, okay, because they're so upgraded right there, they outrange a TC. It's like, okay, I'll sit you guys on the hill. You can shoot the TC down, and my infantry are just gonna go around and crush all of the houses and stuff. Yeah, so I was trying to decide what to do with the skirms. He's not really using them very effectively, so I was like, okay, cool. I'll just break all your structures. Thank you very much. And then, yeah, I'm trying to deal with my idle villas because I've got like 7 idle. I was like, ah, shit, I'll put them all on wood. It'll be fine. And yeah, you can see how many resources I have, and I wasn't even looking at my resources because, once again, I'm like, my multitasking is garbage in this game right now because I'm still fairly new. So I have 0, you can see in the top left, 0 units underneath all those resources. Nothing is getting built. So it's just kind of stagnant. So I mean, I could have won this way quicker if I had continued to build units as I was attacking, because I have hotkeys set up to go to my barracks, go to my archers. I was too enthralled. I was too excited because I was like, oh man, I'm winning. I'm crushing him. Like, look at this. He's sending onesie-twosies. I have like, what is that, 30 units over here? 20, that's 18 crossbows. And like another, yeah, 12. It's 20, that's 30 units. That felt good, you know, it felt good to crush. And I was like, okay, we got our siege engines made. We're going to go straight for the castle. Hindsight being 2020, I probably should have gone for that TC on the left because, like I said, he has, if you can see, he has 3 structures there that are all just going to bombard my siege engines. So not super effective. And I should have shot those villagers as they were retreating with my crossbows, but I was like, I don't even want to mess with that TC. So I'm going to take out his little monastery, right? Make sure he can't make any more monks because those are annoying. And then it's like, okay, go straight for the castle, and then they'll take it out. That's what I was thinking. I was like, they're going to take it out. I'm going to rush in all my troops while they're being covered. Homie was ready for it. He knew what I was going for. And I knew, you know, I was like, okay, they're just going to get shredded. So instead, took out his skirms. Really easy there. His skirms got distracted. And then, yeah, just going for that TC. But I pulled my units out because he brought his infantry, and I was like, okay, I don't want my army to get completely crushed. And then this is when I realized, I was like, oh, wait a minute. I have been building 0 units. And then I was like, okay, I need more units. So I ended up building like a 2nd barracks, 2nd archery range as well. I think right here, actually. Because I was like, I need more. Oh, no, I'm just going for gold. I was like, I need more units. I need them to come out quicker. The only way to do that is to build more ranges and more barracks. So still just absolutely sweeping through here. My crossbows have taken very few casualties, but my infantry are hurting a little bit. That's kind of what he's been targeting. And yeah, he's just once again sending his skirms in like onesie-twosie. Yeah, you can see 2 of my crossbowmen got destroyed there by the TC. Kind of unfortunate. I mean, I'm just trying to prevent him from bringing out all of his vills, prevent him from keeping his economy going. Because if I can because I mean, you can see how resource rich I am. If I can keep him super poor and he can't build anything, I win the game, right? Because my economy is super strong. And so is my military. It's just a matter of keeping him down, right? Kicking him while he's down. And at this point, I was like, I don't really know how to win this. I was like, I don't really know what to do. Once again, hindsight being 2020, I could have just built a buttload of catapults and started taking out his TCs, like going from the left and then slowly working my way over. Yeah, I didn't end up doing that. I just kept running my people around and destroying his structures. 'Cause I was having fun. I was having fun. Sometimes that's all that matters. And I saw you had like a archery range and a siege thingy doodle, whatever that's called, siege engine building. So I was like, I'm gonna take these out, hamstring his military as well. So already he can't do anything because his vills are stuck. And now I'm taking out his two military buildings. It's gonna be GG. And yeah, he's trying to come at me once again, microing beautifully. Look at that. Oh man. Oh man. Dude. Oh. They ain't got nothing. Look at that. Just sweeping through. So yeah, I mean, this is how it goes. I'll come back once I kind of figure out what I'm doing. Like I said, I build another barracks, and yeah, like I have like so many idle vills because I've been so focused on doing all the military stuff. I just wasn't thinking about any of this. But yeah, we'll come back once it gets interesting again, because it's getting to be a pretty thick, long video. Alright, so I came up with the plan, right? It took me like an extra 10 minutes or something from when I just cut, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna grab some villagers, we're gonna forward castle, right? That's the name of the game here, forward castle. I was trying to figure out a good spot to put it. I was like, we'll put it here so it gets his TC in range. And then you can see in the top left as well, I have like 10 battering rams getting made. I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a ton of battering rams. Because the problem last time, I decided, was that I simply didn't have enough battering rams. Because if I had like 20 battering rams, it would have taken out his castle, no problem. So the thought process is to just make more, right? His infantry was kind of crushing me here, so I was like, okay, pull back to my crossbows where we have more support. Honestly, I didn't even need them because I outnumbered his infantry like 2 to 1. So we crushed him pretty easily here. Just took out all of his units. I just put him on aggressive. I was just like, end him. I was like, end him. And then, yeah, we got the siege engines coming in, building our forward castle. At this point, it's just a waiting game. The only thing I was worried about is I was like, okay, what if he just completely abandoned this position and what if he completely abandoned this position and just went somewhere else entirely? That was my main concern. And then you can see I have 41 idle vills right now. So I just start deleting them because I was like, you're just taking up space. You're not really doing anything. I have all the resources I could ever possibly need. I've got 5,000 of each. I mean, I was economy-wise crushing it. Building enough troops? No. Was I managing my resources properly? No. But I did have a lot, so that, that was good. And then yeah, I brought in, you can see I have a lot more troops now. I brought in a second army as well, so I made a bunch of troops. I brought them in as well. I mean, this game probably, I mean, you can see it's gone an hour in like Age of Empires time, which I don't know what it equates to, but that's a long time. Like, this was a long game. I was like, I gotta just completely steamroll him, because the only way this guy would see defeat is if I were to completely and utterly crush him. So we destroyed one TC, now we're going for the castle. I was like, okay, let's get everyone in here, destroy everything. You can see I microed. He tried to have a catapult that could have done serious damage. I just microed around it. I was like, no big deal. Put my guys on aggressive. I was like, now we've got the support. Destroy them all. Kill them all. Yeah, look at that. Just destroying all of his vills. I was like, dude, there's no way. There's no way he's coming back from this. Destroyed his castle. So I was correct, right? I just needed more siege engines. And there it is. There it is, baby. Victorious. Felt so good. Felt so good. I was like, finally I won. And then I was like, did he have any other positions on the map? No. So he really was like, this was it. This was his final stand. He was just trying his best to make a comeback from that position. Um, yeah, like I said, I mean, I had all the resources in the world. I just didn't do a very good job of managing them. So that's something I'll have to work on is while I'm doing all this military stuff, kind of doing everything else as well. But here's the timeline. You can see we had a huge boom, and then he kind of like, yeah, boomed in military earlier than we did, but we absolutely crushed him. Like economy, military, destroyed him. So we had about triple the army that he did, it looks like. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.